Resetting. That's what I've been playing with today. I want like a big button, you know, you sometimes got the reset buttons, you can just press it. Everything defaults back to settings. You can start again. That's how it feels for this week. Right, all of those ideas, I stirred up loads of ideas in the last few weeks. I've been doing loads of writing, loads of research. Now I'm like, right, reset. But I was talking to someone as well about, well, I've been doing some work with someone with their team and more on the coaching side. But then I realized that actually it's a reset. It's a reset that's needed. And then that got me exploring this whole thing about organizational change. And, you know, I've been in corporate comms for 25 years and realized that communications is brought in to tell employees what this new thing will be, you know, this part of this transformation. And yes, okay, sometimes it takes people on that journey. It might have a article on an intranet about the background of the transformation, or it might be the leaders, the CEO, sharing their vision of what it could be. But when I was going through all of this work, I realized that, you know, what often happens in big organizations is people have been working on this change for a long time and deciding what to do. It's not just popped out, you know, it's not something out of thin air. And they've really tried lots of different things and they've considered different options and they've gone through all of this kind of exploration of what it means and the vision. And there it is, pop. And the comms has got to just now get everyone else up to that speed. But that's not how it works. Everybody in the organization now is trying to work out, okay, what's this new thing? And now they've got all the questions that the leaders had while they were working through months and months on their away days or wherever they were doing. All employees have got those questions as well, but we don't give space for that. We might do Q&A. It's a token though, isn't it? I mean, there's a big difference between like a town hall where someone is saying, hey, this is my new vision, right? Any questions? Yeah, how does this mean to be? No, not you, put your hand down. You know, that's not it. It needs time. This is big change and people have got to work through it. And that's the bit that we miss. It's like this kind of, I don't know, there's just a gap. And so all that it feels like it's doing is employees start resisting, or they start filling this gap full of kind of anxiety or uncertainty, and they fill it themselves because they've not been given space to properly process it. So that has been what I've been working on. I've just been exploring it through writing and researching and thinking this space, you know, I do it with clients, my one-to-one clients, if they're going through personal change or work change, the first thing is give yourself space to process, to really dig deep and think about what it means for you. Don't just push through. Don't just try and find, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? Give yourself space. And that's what an organization should do. And don't think I've ever put that in a comms plan. I guess it's not just comms, it's a whole transformation plan. Like, give people space to process this properly, not a Q&A. It's not a Q&A. It's what does this mean for me? Do I agree with it? Do I want to be part of this? If not, okay, I'm going to have to think about this a bit differently. I guess that's why, you know, sometimes people do move on when organizations change. They don't connect anymore. So yeah, there's this gap of catch up when change happens. And again, I've been thinking about this. I could go on about this for a long time. I won't, don't worry. I'm not going to go on. But I was thinking about this with personal life as well. You know, when you've had like an idea or you want to change something, even if it's something really small, like you go, oh, do you know what? I think the sofa is going to now face that way. Yeah, that's a good, like, thinking about that for months, like, I don't like where it's facing. The light comes through the window, it's really annoying. And then you just do it. And then the people that you live with are like, what have you done that for? Like, what, you know, can't deal with the change. Is that the most ridiculous example? It's true though. Very, very important which way the sofa faces. But it is because they haven't come on that journey, that exploration journey, haven't got things wrong. They haven't tried stuff. They haven't, you know, gone deep in terms of what this means. So anyway, if you're interested in any of this stuff, I am, as you can tell, jump on a call with me and let's chat about organizational change, team change, personal change. I love it, and I'm writing so much about it at the moment. I'm creating all sorts of stuff just in this gap, because obviously I write about the space in between, but I'm really intrigued in change, and you know, why is it so hard, and why do we resist, and what goes on there? And most of the time it's because we're pushed into someone else's vision, someone else's dream, and we haven't had time to have any attachment or meaning or purpose to it. Right, enough. I'm going to go and check my sofa is aligned to the lighting so it all feels good. See you later.